How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk. I was actually going to stay clear of the South Carolina riot, the riot at Lee's Correctional Institution that killed 7 inmates and possibly injured 22 more as of my last update. The reason why I'm going to kind of now do a video because I was reading an article that's, the outside again looking in, thinking they know best, is trying to get the warden to step down. Now, I don't know what the warden could have done to prevent this. Again, I'm not going to discuss that. I know right now we have issues with understaffing, and the director, Sterling, brought concerns about cell phones, which is a very big concern, because we need technology that jams those cell phones behind the wall, and he's been trying to have that accomplished, and of course, they're being ignored. But what I'm going to comment on is an article I read that literally has people from the outside, again, I'm going to show you the article when we come back from our sponsors, bringing up prison reform, so mass incarceration, and then saying that us blaming cell phones is just deflecting the issue, that the real issue goes back to criminal justice reform. So when I come back from my sponsors, I'm just going to feed back on that article. So stand by.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Thank you guys for listening to our sponsors. So I want you to take a look at this, so I'll stand by. There's the article, and to the right is the 3 paragraphs I want you to read. So, of course, everybody's going to blame prison reform, correct? Mass incarceration. This is all inmate-driven. These are inmates attacking inmates, possibly gang-related, Bloods and Crips. Okay, they had it organized in 3 different units. That's where the cell phones comes into play. So the gentleman at the bottom who says that remark that the cell phones didn't cause the death of 7 inmates and injured 17, which I believe it's been 22 now, it organized it. It organized it. It was the cell phones that were able to create some form of organization. And the biggest threat for correctional staff is unity. Right now, we are severely outnumbered, but most of our issues are usually with, a selected few, if any. But now you got organization. Now you got unity. And now those numbers get greater. Here we are trying to separate the gangs, and they find a way to connect. They connect through cell phones. That is a danger. Because it doesn't matter how much we separate them, they're still able to connect and do their business, whether inside or outside. That's a problem. And staff, unfortunately, has a problem in that response because the inmates are acting in an organized manner. Staff cannot just go in there. They have to make sure that when they go in there, it's controlled. Because even in their response, they could jeopardize the facility. They could be overtaken. That first team has to be protected. If the inmates are not listening, staff is not going to go in there. Because they're vulnerable now. And when they go in there, now the facility's vulnerable. What happens if the threat comes out? But again, the cell phones are a major issue. That's organization. And for someone from the outside to say that the cell phones was just a deflection, no, the cell phones are the main issue. Gave the inmates the ability to organize and to plan this attack in 3 different units. I'm not even going to touch on the mass incarceration thing because these inmates did it to themselves. They're fighting each other. Is this what we want coming out? And then you want to blame programming. We program, but we can't force people to change. If they don't want to change, we have to have punitive measures. This blaming programming, blaming rehabilitation, come on, man. People have to want to change. That change has to be internal. It can't be based on any external incentive. It has to be internal. That's where true change happens. I'm telling you something. The programs are there. We're offering them. Nobody wants them. But yet we're still to blame. If we force people into a program that don't want to be there, it's going to mess it up for those who want to take it. It truly is a problem that we have to address, but we're addressing it the wrong way. Safety and security, then rehabilitation. Safety and security, then rehabilitation. I'm keeping this video quick because a lot of things are going to pop out. I'm just responding to an article that I read. But I'm tired of everybody blaming the system or blaming the people that working the system. Start looking at the people that are doing what they're doing. We are reacting. We are reacting. And we are always constantly blamed in how we react. It's about time that we start holding the people responsible who commit to these acts. I'm hearing 7 inmates were killed, 22 are injured, and no one's putting the onus on the inmates who did it. It's going right back to a system that is failing. The staff should have responded. How about the inmates shouldn't have done what they did to begin with? Then we wouldn't be in this situation. It's just sad. And again, just going back to that cell phone issue, saying cell phones is just a deflect. That's organization. And that organization is what's killing us. It's giving the inmates greater number and it's overpowering us. Come on, guys. Learn the system. Learn how it works. Learn how it works. As always, the show is Tear Talk. Love you guys. Stay safe.